And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin by their stages according to the commandment of the Lord, and encamped in Rephidim.
Oy vey, I'm schwitzing like a hazard.
I can't stand this matzo. Where's the bacon? Oh, I remember the turkey, hamburgers, chicken nuggets extra crispy, and the Big Macs extra cheese in Egypt.
Now we have the manna. What are we supposed to do with this stuff?
Look at that mirage!
I miss my house in Egypt. Where's my Tempur-Pedic mattress? This tent is worse than Motel 6.
In the 3rd month after the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai. And when they were departed from Rephidim, they were come to the wilderness of Sinai, and there Israel encamped before the mount.
Now Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard of all that God had done for Moses and for Israel his people, how that the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her away, and her 2 sons, of whom the name of one was Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. And the name of the other was Eliezer, for the God of my father was my help and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his sons and his wife unto Moses into the wilderness, where he was encamped at the mount of God.
Yo, Moses, I heard all about it.
What?
I heard about the 10 plagues and the splitting of the Red Sea. What it is?
Dude, I was just trying to help out my bros. They were stuck in Egypt and they were in trouble. And then God saved them from the Egyptians by causing them with plagues. I'm telling you, man, Cairo was a mess. But enough about that. Let me see my wife and kids.
And it came to pass on the 3rd day, when it was morning, that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of a horn exceeding loud. And all the people that were in the camp trembled. And Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet God, and they stood at the nether part of the mount.
Look at the mountain, it's so fogged. Oh my gosh, I wonder what's up there. It's so beautiful, yet so scary. It looks like it's not real, but I'm here, it's happening. I'm so excited.
And Moses went up unto God, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself.
Now therefore, if ye will hearken until my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be mine own treasure for among all peoples, for all the earth is mine. And all the peoples answered together, and said, All that the Lord hath spoken we will do. And Moses reported the words of the people unto the Lord.
And all the people perceived the thunderings, and the lightnings, and the voice of the horn, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they trembled and stood afar off.
Now the Mount Sinai was altogether on smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire. And the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly. And when the voice of the horn waxed louder and louder, Moses spoke, and God answered him by a voice.
I am the Lord thy God, who brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other God before me. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. The 7th day is a Sabbath unto the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any manner of work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
I
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maid, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
These 10 commandments are serious stuff.
The Sabbath things really beat slavery. After all this hard work, I really need rest.
Respect others, and they will respect you back.
Be happy with what you have. Don't envy other people. And if you want something, you have to work for it.